A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
What is going on there, guys? Welcome to a brand new career mode in EA FC24. Let's just do a little bit of housework here. Obviously, this is not the Notts County career mode, and I'm just going to explain a little bit why I've basically cancelled that series and why I've moved to this one and what's kind of happened in the meantime, just so you guys fully understand why I've decided to do this. And honestly, I think it's the right thing to do. Obviously, I was quite liking the Notts County career mode. I thought we were building a nice team. It was new, it was different. I really liked Notts County team as a whole. But again, unfortunately, things just happened, and unfortunately, I lost a little bit of touch with the career mode. I honestly think it lost touch with a lot of viewers as well, just because no one was really seemed that interested in it. I could be wrong. There was obviously going to be some lovers of that series, and maybe down the line I will go and revisit it, but right now I wanted to start something new, because apart from the Hawkeye series, I want another massive career mode. I want to create something massive for this year, and Huddersfield in real life did get relegated. I have moved all the teams what have gone up and down in the English pyramid. So Ipswich is in the Premier League, Southampton and Leicester, and then all the teams that came down from the Championship and the Premier League, and obviously Huddersfield got relegated. So I have put them in League One to start with, so then we can obviously start from where they actually are going. So basically, we're starting in this upcoming season. So as much as it is like starting last season, it's a bit complicated, but whatever. I'm hoping to do a really good road to glory with these guys. This is definitely a team I will be sticking with, because if you don't know, I am from Huddersfield. I'm a Huddersfield born and bred. Honestly, besides Manchester United, who's always been my number one team who I support, but Huddersfield, they are always a team I follow. They're always a team if I get a chance to, I'll go watch them live. Anything like that, I'll tune into them. I'm always looking for news on them. I really want them to do well. They've had a really tough time recently. We've just not been able to get the right boss in. We've not really been able to get the right players. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully putting my stamp. And as you can see, I have changed the name up as well. So we are starting this series as Steve Hawkeye. We are going to be overseeing everything. And hopefully you guys forgive me with a Notts County career, but this will be a proper series. This will be a full series, no matter what. I'm not going to promise how many episodes per week we're going to get, but I promise you minimum one per week, no matter what. No excuses. Minimum one episode per week I will be, and hopefully more than that. I ideally would love to do an episode every 2 to 3 days. Sometimes that might not be possible. I will do my best, but please bear with me, and let's get started on this career mode. Okay, so just to start off with, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do with the team and what at the minute. Let's just have a quick look at the team, what we've got. So I've not done anything to this team. This is the default starting 11. This is what they've given me, and I definitely want to put my own spin on it. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this formation exactly. I might be changing it up, but we'll wait and see. It's not going to change too much to start 11 because it's actually quite strong. One player I will be definitely changing up is Spencer, who's an actual right back, and he's only 19. Very good potential. He's going to go over top right. Turner's going to go there. And the decision was whether to go. I'm looking to sell Ruffles, so probably not. I might go out for a good left back eventually, but right now it's either Headley or Jackson. And right now Headley's higher rated, so I'm going to go with him. Kasuma Matos, by the way, who we've used in the Notts County career mode, as well as a couple of extra players as well. Them two are going to be in there. Sorba Thomas. Very, conflicted whether to sell this guy because he is linked with a move away. Same with Rudoni. Not too sure. If I get an offer for them, maybe I'll consider letting him go. He's an actual centre mid, so I don't know whether I might change that up maybe bring in another Cam. Karoma, he is someone who's definitely staying. Healy, who's there, but I'm honestly, I don't really want to go with more of a taller player. And to be honest, he's not even that tall. He's only 5'11". I'm gonna go with Bergzorg. Bergzorg up front. He's on loan, but I feel like going with someone like him who's got a little bit of pace about him will be a little bit. So looking at other players we've got as well. So we've got Balker who's in there as well. He's a decent little player to have about. We've got Jonathan Hogg who's still here, so probably put him in there instead of Matos for now. We've got Wiles, Tom Lees, Ollie Turton, Jackson, Maxwell, Healy, Nakayama, Diarra, Danny Ward still about. Tom Edwards is on loan from Stoke. Jones, Radlovic, who I have used at a former career mode, I believe. He's like one of them really tall strikers who's really decent, so I might keep him about. Ruffles, a few youngsters here, Phillips. So, do you know what? I'm not all that bad a team, realistically. Got a few young loanies, but again, I did put a poll up and see what kind of money you'd like me to deal with. Whether it was start with like 10 million, even 50 million, 20 million, anything like that. You guys all decided that you wanted me to start with 10 million. They did actually give me a little bit more, but I don't know if that 10 million was added to like the original budget, but wasn't that much. But in the meantime, I've gone and bought a couple of scouts. So I basically just filled up the scouts here with some very okay scouts, nothing amazing. And also I've gone out and got a couple of one youth scout. He cost me $1 million or $2 million, but I've sent him to England. Best chance of getting some good youngsters. And I'm just going to send this slightly less better scout to Republic of Ireland for 3 months. I'm sort of going to use him as, I'm going to basically send him out everywhere and get a little bit of crop of players. But I will be changing this around. We'll see where we go. Even for the first game, I don't even know where we're going to end up. I'm scouting players. I will let you know when we've got some new players or when we've made a decision what we're doing. But let me just show you who I put up for the transfer list. And I've only got a few. So you can probably see a bit of a pattern. I'm sort of getting rid of the dead rubber and a bit of the older players who are just going to drop off. And I'd rather get some money in from now. So Tom Lees, great servant for the club. He's been here for a couple of years now. Fair play to him, but I'm going to let him go. And he's going to get some play somewhere else. Danny Ward, who again, been a decent player for us, but he's not really in my plan. 65 overall. I feel like I've got better options. Going to get a little bit of money for him. Josh Ruffles, bit low rate, 29 years of age, not really much upside. Possibly going to go for another left back as well. So Ollie Turton as well, someone who can actually get a little bit of extra money for. And someone I'm not interested in quite using because I've got Spencer and I've got a couple extra good right backs as well. Ben Wiles, who's 24, 63 overall, could have probably kept him, but I'm honestly going to stick with letting him out. And also got a lot of youngsters like Brahim Diarra, Jones, all players are going to get out and load, try and get him some game time. Not the most riveting news, but Pat Jones is going to go on for a 12-month loan to Swansea. Someone who is a Huddersfield boy, so I'm going to see if he can get him out and get him some game time. First sale, and it's Oliver Turton going to Cardiff. Got a nice little bit of cheddar for him as well, 780 for a 30-year-old. I'm not going to say no to that. That's a pretty decent deal for me. Going out the door quickly. Connor falls out for a 12-month loan. We're not going to show us, but there's another loan, another one as well. Danny Ward going to Firth. Is that Irish? An Irish club? I'm not too sure, but he's going there for just over $500,000. I'm going to take that little bit of cheddar for, again, another quite an older player. So the first little fixture of the season. Thought I'd show you his first one. Let's see, can we get a win? Oh, no, we don't. We'll get a draw, but Bergzorg, who got foot in the starting 11, has scored. So another sale as well. Josh Ruffles has gone to FCSB for 480. So again, we've made quite a little bit of money off the back of him, and now we've actually got about 12 million in the budget. What's not too bad at all. Unfortunately, a big sale here happening, and it's Sober Thomas, the first big one of the season, realistically. and we do lose Solver Thomas. Unfortunately, he did want to go, and I'm just gonna. The fact is as well, Burnley came in, who's in the league above us now. It was obviously going to be the point where he'd want to definitely leave now that we've been relegated. So we've got to make them decisions, and hopefully we can replace him. Okay guys, so we are a few days away from getting our first game in League One, so I definitely want to bring in a couple of players before we get this season underway. And the first positions I really want to look at is that right mid and the cam position. So there was a couple of players I was looking for, especially in the right mid spot. Was Patrick Roberts from Sunderland, who has been in and out of the team. Nathan Broadhead as well from Ipswich, but they are in the Premier League now, probably not going to be interested. Onyedema, who's just been relegated with Luton, possibly is willing to come down for the game time. He's definitely an option as well. With the camp positions with Brahimi in the lower tiers of France, a decent little youngster. Ben Woodburn, who's been well known around the lower divisions, a former Liverpool prodigy. Oliver Cooper as well, a Wales international. So I have some options, and I think I've already kind of, obviously Broadhead, he doesn't want to move, so especially for the winging positions, it was between Onyedema and Patrick Roberts. And the fact is as well, it was a hard one to choose, but the one thing what I'm kind of looking at right now is Onyedema is cheaper, but Patrick Roberts is a little bit more technical, and I'll be honest, I kind of like a bit more of a technical player, and he's a bit more technical, he's a better passer. Obviously Onyedema is a little bit more defensive as well, but I'm quite happy at spending that little bit extra on Patrick Roberts. And not only that, having a game face honestly adds so much and gives you a bit of an edge over everyone else. So I'm going to go in and get Patrick Roberts. He's going to be my first signing. Not a bad first signing for a League One squad, but again, as a team that's been in the Championship and even up to the Premier League in recent years, we have a little bit of pull with some players, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Another player I'm going to definitely go for is a Cam, and I'm probably not going to go for Oliver Cooper with all due respect. I'm really thinking about Brahimi. But honestly, I'm probably going to go for Ben Woodburn, because I can get... It cost me nearly double the amount for Brahimi, and I'm not too familiar with him. Ben Woodburn feels like a more realistic signing. And I feel like he'll be a nice little player to have about the squad and someone who can grow. So let's go get him. Another big player in there from Preston, coming over to Yorkshire. He's coming to Huddersfield. Nice little player. We could have got him for less, but I just want to get it over. There is more business I really want to do, and I kind of do want to go for bigger players, but do you know what? If we can get some players on the cheap, it means we can put some more money elsewhere, like coaching, youth academy, all that stuff, and obviously getting like stuff like contracts done, all that stuff. So I feel like I'm going to be raiding Sunderland a little bit after taking Patrick Roberts, but someone who has caught my eye is Niall Huggins, 22 Welsh left back and right back. I'm thinking about getting a higher rate left back because I've not really got anyone who's even like at 65 overall, and I really want to solidify that position. So, the fact I've got some money to spare, I'm going to use it there. What I might do is bring Huggins in and then decide whether to put Headley or Jackson, whether to maybe possibly put him out on loan. And there he is now, Huggins, coming in from Sunderland. We're getting him on quite a cheap deal as well, £1.7 million for a very good player who's got a lot of room to grow. 22 years of age, 6'7" overall. Someone who's definitely got something there, so definitely going to try and see where we can go with him.
Thank you for your patience. All right, we'll start taking questions now.
Okay, so here we are. Huddersfield fans are enjoying what we've been seeing from the team. What can we expect with the serious games kick off? I'm happy with what we're trying to improve every day. I'll say that we're trying to improve every day. That is exactly what these career modes are about. There's always a real sense of expectation around this time of the year. It looks like it could be very competitive in the title race this season. I'm hoping we can go up. That is our standards, and that's what we want to do. It's about our self-belief. That's what we need to be doing. Looks like grabbing Woodburn from Preston might turn out a brilliant bit of business. You're putting straight in against Charlton. What can we expect from this bargain buy? He'll make a difference. He wants to prove his worth. I'll say that because he's got a point to prove. He got let go from Liverpool. He's not really been able to, apart from his time at Oxford, he hasn't really been able to get a grip with them.
End of questions. Thanks now.
But here we go. We are about to kick off our first game of the season. We are starting at home as well at the Kirklees Stadium. The only change I've made to that starting lineup I showed you before is I decided to put Rodoni in the centre mid with Kasumu and Woodburn, just because already Hogg has already gone down to a 66, so he's already gone down in overall. So I'm going to put him onto the bench. Hellick is going to take the captain's armband. Huggins, Woodburn, Roberts all make their debuts. Can we get off to a winning start here in this career mode? I'd love to. Let's go do this. Here we go. Here feels so familiar. New start of the career mode. Can the Terriers get a much needed win to start the League One campaign? Subu is going to go over to Huggins. Huggins finds Groma. Woodburn, oh, he made a really beautiful turn in the middle of the park there from Woodburn to turn the Charlton defender inside out. Woodburn with a corner here. Finds Hellick! It's a captain's goal! Straight out the gates! This man is a danger from crosses. We know from real life he scores for fun from them. Woodburn gets an assist. And then at home in the first few minutes, the fans get greeted with a goal. Solid header. Michael Hellick, the captain, gets his goal. Massive. Good play there for Rodoni. Now Bergzorg, who has pace. Bergzorg! That is what I'm talking about. Told you about pace up front. Makes a world of difference. The fans are loving this. The team is flying right now. What a start. In the first 16 minutes, we are 2-0 to the good against Charlton. We have not allowed him an absolute sniff. Rodoni being solid in the challenge twice, I might add. And Rodoni, he's gone past the first defender. And now he's got the goal in front of him. Karoma goes for it again. Keeper saves this time. Different levels so far. Hellick is there again! Oh, the goalkeeper does save it this time. Big Zog does really well. Roma's at the back post. Kusumo! Oh, we just can't get our third right now. Woodburn with a corner. Roma there! Oh, it went all the way through! All the way to Karoma's boots! And he gives us a 3-0 lead! Massive for us! What a start to the season this is! Look at this, Woodburn with a great ball in again. And just on the nugget. That, you can't be any more perfect. Let's go. I made some substitution. Karoma, the goal scorer, is going to come off. Hogg is going to come on for Kasumu. And Huggins is going to come off for Jackson. Oh, thank God. Thank the God, the Lord, we did that. Dooney. Now Healy's been let go. Woodburn! Oh, he gets his first town goal! Utter domination! Great introduction to the town fans, the Huddersfield faithful. They are in ruptures. Just behind him as well, he just managed to get it. Headley with some good play in his new role as a left winger. Play by Hogg. Oh, and May puts that completely wide. And there it is, a convincing 4-0 win in our opening day. You cannot ask more than that. Very, very happy. It's a great start, but we've got to build on this. So, not a bad way to start the career mode. A 4-0 win against Charlton. A really, really good win, and we borderline just dominated that game, and I'm really, really happy. All the new signings, including Woodburn, Roberts, Huggins, all had really, really good games. And I'm kind of liking Mudoni in that sense a bit. Bergzorg as well, really positive. Karoma positive. Very, very happy so far with these guys. But we do move on. We have got our first scouting reports. I've got, it has been announced that Lasse Sorensen has actually joined Huddersfield in real life. He is someone I really want to bring in, but unfortunately at the minute, he's apparently too important to Lincoln, so I can't buy him yet. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it. But we've got an offer from Matty Pearson. He is 30 years of age, but I'm not really interested in letting him go just as yet. Possibly a player who I'd look to move on next year, but I kind of want to keep players I've got right now. So we've got a couple of players in the youth academy. Nothing really. This Zimmerman, I'm honestly just going to release. He's not really that useful. Adam Lewis, he has got okay potential, so I'm going to keep him around. Anything in Ireland? Oh my God, that's really not a good start from them. Anything from England? Nothing there. Jaden Bray, it's not too bad, but again, he's not brilliant. He is the best player, and he's only got 210k. I'll keep him in there, but not the greatest start to the youth academy. We're going to start off with a simulation here. We're going to simulate against Leyton Orient, and it's a 1-1 draw. It's not exactly what I wanted, and you can see we actually really dominated the proceedings. 7 shots to 2, and we couldn't get the win. That's a bit disappointing. Okay guys, so just a little bit of an extra sign I'm going to bring into the club, simply because we do need the reserves. Fred Onyadima is coming in from Luton, a nice little rotational player for the wingers, because I really are low on wingers since we sold Torber Thomas, and I got him for a really decent price. Someone who can bring it in, and definitely, just with that raw pace, he's very nicely well-rounded. Someone who would definitely be a good hand, especially who's going up the leagues. Okay, guys, so this will be the last game we play of this episode, of this first episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. We're going to play this game in the EFL Cup, because I do kind of want to have a little go in these trophies. I don't want to just kind of discard them completely. I feel like we've got a good enough squad where we can challenge to go up straight away this season. I'm going to rotate completely. Onyadima's actually going to make his debut straight away. Hogg's going to come in and basically a whole new back line. Rudoni's going to go back up to that number 10 role. Healy's going to start up front. Headley on the left. Let's see what we can do against Plymouth. I don't know how strong a side they're going to put out for this one, but we have rotated very heavily to give some players a rest. The league is our priority, but if we can do anything in the cups, it goes a long way. Mumba, who has got pace and he's running down. Kasumu back to give the defence a hand. Hogg with a very strong challenge. Oh, and that is a big header from Ryan Hardy. Not what we needed at all. I don't exactly know who was meant to be marking him. Who in the world was marking him? Was that Balker at the back? Who was that? Someone just walked away from him, left him by his lonesome. It was apparently an own goal. What? How was that an own goal? You are kidding me. What are we doing, boys? What is this absolute bollocks we're showing up right now? It's a save there from Nichols. It somehow goes through Nichols again. What are we doing, lads? Oh, that's no power really behind that, Healy. Why does it take you so long to get going now, Onyadima? How many times did I tackle? He just stayed with the guy. Seriously. Seriously with that. Look at how many times. One. And he just went straight back to him. What is the bloody point? He makes a good challenge. He just bobbles up straight for him. So fucking slow, Karoma. What a rubbish game. Alright, we're going to go and simulate this one just before we finish up. Can we finish up with a win? Oh, no, we don't. That is not what we needed. Wigan haven't won any of their first two games. And we went 3-0 down to them. Oh, lads, what are we doing? What are we doing there? Like, come on. We're much better than that. Honestly, that's pathetic, really. We're so much better. We're such a higher rated squad for League One. Should be doing well better than this. Anyway, I'm going to be leaving it here against this game against Wrexham. We'll play this one in the first game and next episode. I'll be honest, I've still got near enough £6-7 million to play with. I'm not gonna just waste that. I'm trying to look for players. I'm trying to find the right players who, because you got to think, as I said, this team is quite good as it is. So it's hard finding really good replacements from right now. So, and especially in League One, the players are limited to us. Championship, you have a little bit more free range on who you can go for. League One, it's a bit harder. So we'll have to wait and see what we can do. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of the Huddersfield Town career mode. Obviously, the Capital One didn't go our way, and obviously we've lost, drawn, and won a game. Definitely a lot to improve upon, but hopefully next episode we'll kick on a little bit. But either way, guys, thank you so much. Please like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe and put the bell icon on so you know exactly when a new episode of the Town career mode is going to be out. As I said, going to be trying to do minimum 1 episode per week, hopefully more, but that's what I'm going to stick to, and hopefully this is going to be a very entertaining career mode. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. It's been me, the Hawkeye Punisher, and I am out. Take it easy, guys.